Welcome back. Campaign 3. It's been a minute. It's been a long time. Different time slot. Same cast. Can someone just give me an AO so I can make sure they can hear you? No. None of that. Property. I think I have a solution. What? No. Okay. We go this way. Go this way. We go that way.
Heyo.
There we go.
Heyo.
Perfect.
Heyo.
There's always one small issue.
Heyo.
Otherwise it wouldn't be us. So,
Hey,
it's been
yo.
more than 2 months since we've been all around at a table together. You might see some different character names scrolling around beneath us. You'll meet them all shortly. But welcome to Realmhunters. Our third campaign at the Eldritch Scribe. Third big campaign. And I suppose we may as well just start it, shouldn't we? So, without further ado, welcome. Let's get the music going. War. No, wrong system. Never mind. We're going. So, 734 New Dawn. 193 years since Lizefrican's demise. Quenthos has seen many changes in these years. Yalzgrin's dynasty of raiding, well, that's gone. Arcthalia rises from the ashes, now a powerhouse of political sway. The United Republic of Arvagrad now forms the country of Arvora. The holy lands of humanity's first city of Casalia is not but a single holy city protected by the Threefold Pact. The warrior slavers in Favendale seemed, for some reason, to go stronger in these years, expanding to now what is known as the country of Mordavan. Few places of mankind lay unclaimed this day, but in recent years, we've seen a surge in folks connected to magic. To many, this is seen as a blessing, except for those who studied the old world. They theorize a tipping point as humanity gets closer to the magical ability of a time known as the Age of Mysticism, an era unmatched in the arcane, only toppled by the War of the Gods. The heavens themselves changed in these times. Now Minoa has risen up to a major god alongside Samael, Serok, who joined the ranks, and our savior Celelia is now a minor god. She's now aided by the recent passing of the Saint of Second Chances. As is heaven, so are the hells. The seven regions finally welcome home the Lord they swore fealty to, and many regions were culled in the place of the loyalists to the Obsidian Obelisk. This and many other old god names are beginning to be more common down near Randrim, due to a preacher of repute down in Livoka. They preach of the Dawn Watcher, and such names as the Matron of the Woods, the Eye of Ruin, the Farwalker, and the Guiding Light, the Obsidian Obelisk, the Stormsaber, the Bloody Dame, and the Dragon King are now more common. After Lizefrican's death, rulers prepared for the oncoming onslaught, the Dragon King. But he never came, despite all the visions of the Ascended Gods. Kingdoms of man are quick to forget. In the shadows, the Star Elf Calicindir forms a council that awaits that ruin. As such, the day-to-day of many in Quenthos has changed. That's what we saw last anyway, but for these adventurers, things are beginning a tad smaller. The city of Venzerden, a melting pot of cultures, magical innovation, home of the prestigious Aether Lyceum, where young arcanists and scholars come here to hone their craft. But with the nations of Arvagrad and Mantarathir on the brink of war, well, the Lyceum has become a target for political manipulation. The ruling elite, desperate to gain an edge in conflict, they've invested heavily in the Lyceum's research, hoping to unlock ancient magics to propel the city to the sky. As tensions mount, strange events have begun to occur in this city. A local tavern, the 10th Realm. It reports of some of its patrons have vanished without a trace, sucked into a mysterious portal that leads to one of the nine realms. The Lyceum, fearing for the worst, has put out a call for adventurers to investigate the portal and discover what really is happening there. But due to the drastic kind of difficulty and deadliness of this sort of mission, Headmaster Kaelstrom Karshun, a man of Voidborn lineage, head of the Lyceum, well, he's imposed strict requirements. The adventurers has to be vetted by a professor of the Lyceum in advance, and they must work in groups of 4 or more. Well, you and several other aspiring adventurers have been paired into various teams. Despite being strangers to each other, well, these are the people you're going to have to tackle this with if you want the reward. You've been dubbed Team 5. You must navigate the politics around Venzerdin now, unravel the mystery of the portal, and confront dangers that may lie within. Depends if you rise to the challenge. If you can be heroes that Venzerdin needs in this moment. Should you succeed, your reward of 2,000 gold pieces, as is currently held by the lawmaster of the city, a Corvathil by the name of Ananak Varnat. It'll be granted to the group that solves the mystery, and the eyes and adoration of many possible powerful sponsors within the city that seek to back those who could complete such a task. As you all begin to approach Venzerdin, the first thing, for some of you, the first time seeing, for others, maybe not, but the first thing that catches your eye is the magnificent spires of the Lyceum. It towers above the city walls, well, the city itself a bustling centre of trade and commerce. Narrow cobblestone streets winding through rows of timber-framed buildings. It's located away from any water source, but it's got a decent network of cisterns and wells. The inhabitants are hardworking and friendly, always eager to strike up conversation with the newcomers. As you walk through, you hear the sounds of merchants hawking their wares, the clang of blacksmiths' hammers in the forges, the chatter of students as they make their way to and from the Lyceum. As you make your way through the city, there's a certain sense of awe and wonder that goes on here. It's no wonder that this city has become a hub for adventurers and scholars alike. The Aether Lyceum, as you get closer to it, it's grand and imposing. Its walls made of brilliant white stone that seem to shimmer and glow with their own light, by chance, or arcane for those that know the spells behind it. The building is divided into several wings and towers, each containing countless classrooms, libraries, laboratories, and dormitories for students and faculty. It's a blend of more classical and modern Quenthian architecture. Soaring columns and arches give way to sleek, sweeping curves and sharp angles. The courtyard itself of the Lyceum, as you pass through, is a bustling hub of activity, with students and professors alike going about their daily business. The air is filled with a hum of magic, and the occasional explosion. The students test spells that they probably shouldn't, but in the distance the sound of dueling can be heard, clang of swords and spells. As you sit in the headmaster's office, we now see our adventurers. Team 5. Are they good? Are they bad? Nate, as the native to the Lyceum, could you introduce us to Leah?
You will notice walking around the halls a very well-dressed young man with a shocky white hair that is cropped very short with a little bit of nappy over the top, not like mine. He wears a 3/4 length coat that looks bulkier than it is. This is an Arcanist's coat and seeks to protect him as he does his magical work at his day job, or his night job, I guess. Leo's fresh-faced, short, but very quick with an eye.
All right.
But I guess I'm just walking around the halls of the Lyceum.
Yeah, waiting to be someone for Team 5.
Which is home.
We have another resident of Venzerdin. Biddy, Jake, Aurelian, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, what is there to introduce? None other than the most beautiful and the most wonderful figure that you have gazed your eyes upon. Nice tanned skin, long hair, very well and fashionably dressed, comfortable, but still very functional and up to the latest seasons. Seems to walk with an air of confidence with him down these streets. And at first, his features may seem a little bit more pedestrian, a little bit more on the half-elven lineage, with the little points of ears, but with a golden freckled face in front of him, lightly glowing eyes, as well as the most obvious, a lightly glowing halo above his head indicates his more ethereal lineage.
Hey. Oh. We started with the people that are closest to the Vinzeridan and the Lyceum. So how about we take a little step back and we go the furthest possible away, hailing from none other than hell itself. Rat.
That's a very rude introduction.
Not your character, just Rat in general.
just me. That's a bit impolite, Des, but I'll take it.
I was gonna say that's
So-
Australia.
Narasam is a intimidating Jorhakin man. For those of you who do not know what a Jorhakin are, they are a race of blue-skinned humanoid creatures with forearms and antennae that protrude out from their head, and typically wear blindfolds covering their blind eyes. He stands tall with a very muscular build to match. Short, dark hair, which is just broken by the two antennas that are sticking out from them. His eyes are covered by a dark cloth blindfold with crimson runes etched along the edges of it. He has a dark metal set of armor, which is much more on the brutal practicality and purpose side. It doesn't appear to be too ornate or fancy in any real way. But very well maintained and cared for. The same can be said for his weapons, a large greatsword and warhammer strapped to his back. The same way that they lack ornate trimmings, but the way they carry, that Narasam carries them, easy to tell that they're being well used. On top of the armor, there's just a set of dark robes that appear to be a bit battered and well worn, much to Aurelian's dislike. But yeah, there we go.
Okay. Going from one muscly character to the next. AJ.
So, yeah, you see, I suppose the first thing you'd notice is the towering height over most of the other people in this place. Standing at about 7'2", you see, evidently of elven lineage, but with little differences. You see, she has hair the color of coral, braided in a single braid down her back. Her skin is the color of sun-kissed kelp. Her eyes are the aquamarine of the distilled ocean. You see Ellie, a waterborne elf, wearing... I'd say, yeah, she's wearing her armor at the moment, getting ready to be summoned. Carrying a glaive with her that is decently well used, looked after, as well as she knows how. Yeah, she's wearing chainmail, carrying herself with a very, very chill confidence. Like, if you were to talk to her, you'd think she wasn't 100% focusing, but she's definitely focusing. You're just not sure what on. And yeah, that is Ali.
Thank you. And going from the tallest player at the table to the shortest player at the table. Jen, would you introduce us?
Rude. So Ria is a usually pink-haired kitsune. She does have the ability to change it up whenever she wants. But she tends to like to keep it pink unless she's trying to blend in. She's probably stuck to Leo's side because of one too many times of wandering off, for getting easily distracted and beautifully entranced by everything that she has no idea what the fuck anything is. And so you'd either find her walking around behind Leo, or she'd probably be pouting or decided to take a nap, and instead is in a small fox form hanging from his hood.
So, as you all gather around, waiting outside the headmaster's office, perhaps looking at the other people around here waiting, is going, please anyone but these weirdos. The five of you get called up, and you walk towards the office. Inside, a tall, maybe close to 6'5", sharp-featured, purple eyes. Those of you that are proficient, bar Leo, can make me an Arcana check to recognize his lineage. Leo, you know it inherently.
That's some bullshit. I want to roll
Nah.
the first roll of the night.
I'm good.
I really shouldn't have rolled that.
That's a 15. Picking you
A
spell fire.
natural 1.
So,
Oh God.
if you rolled above a 10,
Oof.
you would recognize, although you see his hair stark white, looks maybe half elvish in origin, you can see kind of like these veins or tendrils kind of poking up through the neck. His hair is tied back in a simple ponytail, but he is clearly touched by the void. Similar to other genasi, but not so much elemental. Something altogether different. But as he kind of guides you all in, he kind of disappears from your vision. And there's the same man sitting at his desk. Kind of looks up, takes some spectacles off, and spends maybe what feels like a longer than 15 seconds. But 15 seconds kind of just taking you all in. Well, welcome to the Lyceum if this is your first time. If it's not, well, hello, Leo, I want to say.
Yes, that's me. Hello, Headmaster.
We have two groups here that we're putting you together. Leo and your friend. I don't have your name written down.
Oh, I'm Ria.
Leo and Rhea, and then Aurelian and your... I'm sorry about your father. And your allies have no note of your name as he kind of gestures to you, Narsam.
Not a sum.
Perfect. And well, I recognize some of the insignia on your garments there, Ali. So that's fine. I recognize the family. You're all
Thank you.
together, the fifth team in disposal. So dubbed Team 5. It's quite simple. The 10th Realm, a local tavern. Their well at the back is being an isolated portal to another realm of existence. Seems random each time. He reaches into his desk and he pulls out this like odd clockwork looking device. Maybe like this size. Hands it to, as you put your hand out, Leah, he kind of just gestures it to you. Investigate around it as much as you can. Do not go into the portal unless you are absolutely ready. If things get dangerous inside, that will open a temporary rift back to the Lyceum. More than just you can pass through it. So, I say this with as much tact as possible. If you're being eaten alive by some form of aberrant monstrosity in Iverillion, destroy it. Don't use it. Don't go in unless you're sure.
How does it activate, Professor?
Clockwise 5 ticks, anti-clockwise 3 ticks to destroy it.
Understood, thank you.
I've
Just
already heard
clockwise
4
again.
ticks.
Tick, tick, tick.
I've already heard 4
You
ticks.
immediately twist it.
Oh
Instinctively.
yeah, he's fiddly. He's totally fiddly with it.
Is this a fidget?
Research around town. There's a few people you can ask around. Starting in the 10th realm isn't an issue. The well itself seems to be somewhat unresponsive unless someone goes near it. So as long as you don't go around the back, you should be alright to begin with. The Lawmaster is offering a 2,000 gold reward, but that is not what is truly at stake here. For a lot of you, this is a chance at a name. There are people, more than just the Lyceum, looking at this. If you can get this sorted, and I say this to everyone that's passing through, there are some keen people that would fund a group capable of closing this portal. Yes, I get an innate question that we've been asked a lot, so I'll answer it before you can. Could I just close the portal? Yes. But we don't know what's opening these portals. This is not the first one that has opened up in Venzeridan, and this one is contained. And more importantly, it's not on fire. So until that happens and it does something dangerous, well, we're going to try and research it as best we do.
Does that mean that this is related to the Ember Rifts?
I don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. Information is what we're looking for. We're not looking for any martyrs or sacrifices. Figure it out. Get it done. Get a bit of glory if you do. Be the first one to do it. You'll get even more glory. We're sending many people out there. As he kind of writes you see he's got like this large like stack of wreaths, and he's just like filling in names for each group that's gone through, stamping it with the seal of his office, rolling it up, and then because he kind of just knows Leo, instinctively hands it to Leo. And as you grab it, he kind of holds it for a second there, though. He locks eyes with Leo. You're a representative of the Lyceum. Don't disappoint.
Never.
Any questions?
Yes, hi. Are we able to get some of that 500 in advance?
No.
No more questions.
Any more questions that aren't to do with the pay?
I assume that
Where is it?
the
The 10th Realm, the tavern. It's in the middle of town, in the city square. Ali, you had a
I
question?
assume that the staff at the 10th realm know that you are sending people out.
Well, they are, well, in full honesty, the ones that requested it. Arinthra is the owner, and, well, she used to be somewhat of an explorer. It was messy business with her group, so now she runs the tavern. She knows a lot about this sort of stuff, and, well, she has a lot of experience. The 10th Realm is home to a bit of a raucous crowd, so they're aware we're doing this. They can't really fuss. The well is part of the city's network.
Right, though. Sounds good. Shall we, team?
Well, I think that's about us. We won't keep any more of your time, Headmaster. I'm sure you've got enough to do. I'll turn to the rest of the group. Shall we leave? Perhaps get to know each other a bit better before we tackle this.
As you can say
Sounds
that,
good.
another version
way.
of Chaos String kind of appears and just starts guiding you out and calls in the next
Yes,
group
all right.
of...
Oh, Headmaster, 15 seconds is far too long. You might want to try 10 next time. And just leaves out the door.
Spelled Varma.
Yes, indeed.
Perfect.
Well,
All right.
It's lovely to meet you all. Do we feel like a cup of tea or something? I can take you to the mess.
Can we get the pastries?
I mean,
Yeah.
Mm. And Rhea just kind of like starts skipping off towards where the mess hall is.
Well, that's...
Bye, Ellie.
I'm back.
No. Ali takes the thing, clicks it 4 times.
Yeah.
Does the mess hall have something stronger than tea?
No, we're students. We're going to a tavern afterwards, if that's more of your speed.
Yeah.
I
can
mean,
wait.
students, but never stopped me before. What year are you, Leo? Just out of curiosity.
First, Des?
You're probably, I'd say, second of 3. for the studying years.
Cool. My second year.
And you haven't had a drink.
Oh no, I've had drinks, but we try to do it off campus. Having this many magical people in one spot and then putting alcohol into the mix, especially when you're untrained with arcane, is dodgy.
Fair enough.
Nah, you'll figure it out in your own time.
Hmm.
Well, we may as well join. Is she a fox? What is she?
You just see a mop of pink hair and two like big fluffy foxtails, like as she's like kind of skipping away.
That
Is
was going
it
to be
something
my
that-
question.
Look,
Yeah.
Ria knows the way. Come,
Do we-
I'll show you what it is.
Des, would I recognize the type of creature that Rhea is?
You would recognize it with Arcadia's proximity to the woad, and other people, if you were,
Yeah.
I would say Narsan would know. Actually, I'd say all of you would probably know. They're extremely kind of dying breed of woad folk. They are, in recent years, kind of. I don't know. Maybe it's the rise of civilization. The woad folk in general seem to be less active outside of the woad.
Woad folk in Venzerden. That's a first.
Yeah.
You would notice she is not wearing shoes.
And
yeah.
dangerous.
Oh yes, the shoes. Yeah, we've tried to talk to her about it. It's a losing battle.
You really shouldn't go downtown then. There's a lot of
Oh.
broken glass all over.
I was going to say it seems very dangerous in the city. A lot of things on the ground you could step on, hurt yourself.
This is how Rhea ends up
I
addicted
agree.
to heroin. Accidentally steps on a needle.
Oh, I
It's
agree with
fantasy,
all
come
How
of you.
long have we, hold on, how long have we been live? 30 minutes. Wow, okay,
There
that's
it
a new
is.
record.
We did it, guys. I've tried. I've tried every logical argument you can against it. It's a wave crashing against a wall. We just kind of accept
Oh,
it
yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
As
that's
you're all
completely fair.
walking through the Lyceum grounds, making your way to the mess hall, I will say specifically Leo and Aurelian, you recognize a figure that's walking through. You see a very never dressed extravagantly, but always casually, Professor Velon Massa, Professor of Divination here in the Lyceum. As he kind of hands in pockets spots you both, he goes, the heavens couldn't have
Professor?
predicted that combination. It's good.
Hello, Professor.
You're
You know
all...
the Professor.
Do you have a writ from the... You're not tackling that 10th realm thing, are you?
Well, yes.
All right. Far be it from me.
Professor, what do you know about the rifts?
Rifts? Still working on it. That rift specifically, don't know who 3 people are going to die.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
I mean, I did
Professor
not say it
Freezy.
was you. I mean, we're sending like 15 different teams of 4 people plus. 9 realms. At least a few of them are ending up in, I mean, no offense, Sir Knight, but in hell.
Wait, are you saying some of these teams get to go into Osiris?
A few.
That's
Dick.
fascinating.
Look,
Um,
be
Let's do
safe. Here, he kind of reaches into his pockets, and you kind of not sure if he's fucking with you this time or not. He seems to pull out like 3 small pieces of copper, and he tosses one to each Leo, and then one to Aurelian, and then he keeps one close to himself. But good luck.
Thank you, Professor.
Consider them protective.
Omens are all.
And he tink, as he flicks it up. Who has the highest? What's perception checks, real quick?
Oh, good question.
I have a 13. Oh god,
12.
Does anyone know how to play
that's a
Dungeons
far
and
cry
Dragons?
from Merc.
14.
14.
Okay, Nara's on a 14.
Okay, is that the best we have?
Hang on.
For now.
Well, yeah, Rhea's not here.
Okay.
Oh, passive perception is a 12 for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
12.
Narasam, can you make me a perception check, please?
Absolutely does.
Oh no.
Perfection.
I'm so used to having Mercasti level 33.
That is
Yeah.
a
It was
19.
35, thank you.
19. Narasam, you see as he flicks the coin up into the air, it disappears, and you recognize it's just a sleight of hand. It's just gone down his sleeve, but everyone else just goes, fuck, it's gone. Just
Ali is
Good
frowning
trick.
at the spot where it disappeared.
Ellie, you're going to hurt yourself, please.
I'd say don't be late for class, Leah, but that would be hypocritical. See you around. I see. Walks off.
Bye, Professor. Thank you for the Stark.
Right.
We're here. Let's grab a table and perhaps.
Oh, Ria's already grabbed a table and she's got like a bunch of like just a bunch of snacks. She forgot about the tea, but there's a bunch of snacks.
Oh, Ria, you have to pay for. Go sit down. I'll be right back. I'm going to go pay for the pastries.
One more time and she's banned. As there's just a disgruntled kitchen worker.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. We've talked about it. It's. Thank you. And I'll go sit down.
That one lunch lady that's just seen too much shit.
Yeah.
She's just like happily munching on a cheese Danish, like.
Nate, is there any obviousness to the fact that of Leo's lineage?
Leo looks albino with bright blue eyes. That is about all that you guys can see at the moment. That would
Okay.
give any of it away. It's not obvious.
Okay. Cool. Easy.
Ria's like pats on the table for people to sit down.
Yeah, all right,
Okay.
we're coming. Come on, sit,
All right.
please.
So, I think it's obvious, what myself and Narasan bring to the table. I'm going to assume with the multiple references to study that, pointing at Leo, you're a mage of some form.
Of some form, yes.
Okay.
What form exactly, if you don't mind?
Leo makes things in general.
Oh, right. I will pull out a small brass plate with a piece of etched glass out of my bag, and I'll mark off a few of the runes that are incomplete. And you see a small hologram of a rabbit hover over it. I can make things, and I can also make things. And as I click my fingers, a very large lop rabbit poof into my lap, and I'll just start scratching it.
Okay,
I like to
righto.
I like to make things.
Sure.
I apologize. I apologize for my associate. She's still very new to spellcasting altogether.
Yeah, that.
Oh, we're gonna get on just fine. Here, have a rabbit.
So, the two of you are both students here, correct?
No.
No, I'm sorry. That was to Aurelian.
Oh, you know, formally.
Do you know each other?
No, gods no.
Do I know Aurelian?
You would have, when Kaelstrom said the name Varma, you would have recognized that as there's a local arena in town, and that's run by Vikram Varma, and you're smart enough to put two and two together.
Yeah. Oh, I know who you are, Aurelian.
Well, I'm sure you do. Haven't heard your name around, though.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
No, I really haven't. And you?
I'll hold out my arm. Lionel Cornelius Van Horn III.
Don't use all the names. There's too many to remember.
I agree with her. It needs to be much shorter and a much more concise.
No, but that
With my
rings a
background-
fucking bell.
Yeah,
The
with
Van Horn
even
name.
my background,
Yeah,
would I
for both
know?
of you,
Cool.
that is a prominent family up in Arvigrad, and I mean capital P, prominent.
That sounds like a
Oh.
name that I should know, but I do not.
Right.
It's not much of value. Leo is fine for me, thank you.
But
Thank
as in the Van Horns. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
Who are
right
the-
though.
Who are the Van Horns?
Mm.
Rich
Some
family
shitty
in
people.
Novigrad.
Oh,
It's a pretty big name.
I know, they're just like they're prominent. We're just like they're shitty.
Correct on both counts.
Right. Ria, what do you bring to the table? Are you mage or
I just do
Pastries.
things and then go. Pow!
She brings pastries to the table, apparently.
okay?
Well, I was here first.
and
That
makes
makes
things
sense.
go
That's okay.
pure.
I mean,
Okay.
it's
Okay,
quite
pew,
fun.
pew. Right.
Well, the
Aside
Paparelli's
from-
magic was a lot more fun than the magic here.
Yeah.
The magic here is
Okay.
stuffy.
I would tend to agree.
Cities are stuffy. Yes.
They can't make spaghetti.
We don't have spaghetti up. What is spaghetti?
It's like
thought the
noodles
spaghetti was
and there's
quite good.
sauce. No, but you have to like use the pot and everything. You can't just magic it.
Oh.
Okay. Right though. Is it a type of stew?
Well, we appreciated the interrogation, but I think it's your turn. Um,
Fair.
what do all of you do?
Now Sam just sort
Um,
of like, just sort of half sort of like draws his great sword and then just like puts it back down. And
And
does-
I'll
Ellie
use my
sitting with-
conjuration to
Perfect.
make a small one. Anyone can hold a sword.
I
You
swing
see
it hard.
Ellie, who's as this place isn't really built for people of Allie's stature, her knees are close to up around her ears, and she just looks up.
Students. There is big students
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Ellie just looks up at the head of her glaive, which is like, you know, it's essentially a 3-meter stick. It's a big pole. Well, I'm good at slashing and dashing, really. I can take a hit, I can give a hit.
And I'm usually
Well-
the one that's much better with words. I apologize for these two. Narasam is very reliable with the weapon, albeit very stubborn with the fashion sense. And Ali over here does tend to
What you
rush to
wanted-
attention.
What you wanted to dress me in was a crime, Aurelian, and I stand by my decision.
A crime? You really
yeah,
think so?
that's fair. You see poking out of Allie's bag, like a one of those really trendy shirts that's impractical to wear with like one longer sleeve.
I told you
Um,
you need to hang that.
Yes,
You're
but
going to get it all wrinkled.
do you
You're
see a
very
coat hanger on this
particular.
bag?
That is precise, Ria. Very particular.
Wait, is that a Calvert Crine shirt?
You'd see,
Oh, no, Aurelian's right. You should hang that.
you see one of the sleeves has been slashed more than just like methodically. It's like Allie took the glaive to the sleeve to make it useful to her.
Gives $10,000 shirt, rips off sleeves.
Yeah, 100%. Right.
Oh,
So
Allie,
Hmm?
that's your name, right? I do love
Yes.
your hair. And she'll just like go, "Phew, it's so pretty. And she like changes her hair color to match yours.
oh, thank you. It's yeah, it's different for elves to have this color, but my
I haven't met a whole lot of elves. I mean, I guess I have now, but
I am a waterborn. I think genasi is the more archaic term. Yeah, it's good.
They're
Dude.
more watery than everyone else.
The obvious
I can
look
certainly-
of recognition.
Fair enough. I can certainly swim faster than either of these two, and I'll point to Aurelian and Narasam.
You're also more sweaty
don't-
than the both of us, too.
I
It's
don't
not
swim
sweat.
very well, but I bet I could climb a tree faster than you.
Oh. We'll have to have a race at some point.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
No, I've never seen a Joaquin before. Is it true what they say that you can smell and taste magic in the same way that other people can see stars?
I've never heard that one there before, but
So it's not true.
not quite. No, no. We see, well, we feel magic, but it is not like taste or smell or anything like that. It is.
Or like a touch or a
Witnessing.
temperature sensation.
How would you describe it, Des? How does it work exactly?
So technically,
is it-
it's not
Is it more
so
similar?
it's a psionic based
Yeah.
thing that their antennas basically kind of they perceive how magic wraps around everything, and that's how they see.
It is through this. There is a psionic connection to the rest of the world, which allows us to, in a sense, visualize how magic connects to everything, how it wraps around the world, around everything and everyone.
Incredible.
Like the roots of a tree.
Yes, that is
Y- y-
accurate.
But to have it so localized, if you applied yourself at school, you could really use that talent to make some incredible clockwork and manufacturing.
Some Johakin have done much more than that in their studies.
Wonderful. The mind boggles at the possibilities.
Well, if you ever feel the desire, I'm sure the archives of Arasandra would, well, maybe welcome you if you're lucky.
Theo, why don't you make glasses that let you see magic?
Oh, well, I've got and I'll start pulling out the little parts of the lens. You'll now notice that we sit down, I'll start brushing my hair back, and you'll see a small silver band, like a circlet that sits underneath his hair. I've got the lens, but it's only good for a little while. To have it on a more permanent basis and be able to see like that. Wonderful.
Sounds like
As
it
you-
would give you a headache.
As you pulled out all of your stuff, Ria will definitely try to grab a little screwdriver or something.
Oh yeah, I just assume I pull out too much stuff because I imagine that Leary is going to be pinching some stuff as I'm building things. I've kind of made peace with it now.
She keeps it safe.
Mm.
She doesn't lose anything.
Yeah, but I can't find it.
You're just gonna go grab it. It's just in a new place.
Yeah, it's in a new place. It's not helpful.
You really just came in and said, "I
So-
cleaned your desk for you."
Where's all my stuff?
Oh no.
When you open your socket wrench set and all of them are just in different places.
Yep.
Oh no.
The 10 mil is missing.
The 10 mil's always
How
missing.
do we plan on tackling this 10th realm stuff?
Well, the last time I jumped into a portal, it gave me trauma, so I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I'm in for it though. But we could just go to the tavern. That's a way to get in.
hmm
We could ask a couple of professors here. I've got a couple of contacts we could engage with, but I don't think there's much in the way of investigations that aren't going and having a look at the bloody thing.
Precisely, and speaking to the tavern owner, I think that is probably a good way to start.
An adventure of some renown by the sound.
Right
Eh,
on.
Also sounds like something really bad happened to her.
Yeah.
Yes. Besides,
Perhaps she
I'm
got
sure
shot by an arrow or something in the knee.
Octalia isn't really that interesting. There are better adventurers out there.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Octalia is very interesting, thank you.
Her file is so boring.
File? What's a file?
Everything that she's done in terms of
Oh, you mean
significance.
Orinthra?
Oh,
What's a
Orinthra.
Corinthra?
Orinthra
Arcadia
is
is
the
a country.
owner of the tavern.
Okay,
Octalia
country.
is the whole
Aurelian
country.
really just said, "Yo, fuck the Northerners."
Yeah, yeah. Which honestly, yeah.
Honestly, tracks for Viddy. Am I right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But he is a Northerner.
I mean, I am a South Korean, so it does make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Fuck, man.
head off to the 10th realm. Is everyone finished their tea, or is that a crumpet? Anyway,
Well, I've paid for the pastries, so Rhea, if you want to pack them up
He's
for
already
later
packing them up.
Yeah.
Oh, you've missed
Righto.
it. Oh, never mind.
Huh?
Oh, she'll get it.
No, there's a. You packed away a screwdriver with the pastries.
it'll be
Give me
right.
that.
No, she
Thanks,
like
Leo.
tightens it later.
It's fine. I'll get it later.
She's glaring at you like, so much. Where she's like, you
I'll
ties
grab
it
will
again.
hop off Ellie and come and bounce towards me. I'll put it on my back, and you can it sits on top of the backpack that I've usually got in the back of my.
Cute.
Yeah, so it's sitting there like Pikachu sitting on Ash.
Beautiful. Love it.
Does this mean I have to walk to there?
Is this what we're doing? Oh, Poppet, you could go for a bit if you like. Come on.
I just turned to a fox. I'm just like, whoop. Wait, can I still
Okay,
talk in
righto.
fox form?
Yeah, but you
Wait,
don't.
I'm
you
sorry.
Don't sit
You
properly.
turn into a fox?
Yeah, I just like jump up and do like the little spin, and she's just like a little pink fox.
Okay,
No, no.
righto.
Get your legs. This. Christ's sake, you're
Don't worry,
scratching the
it's
shit out
fox
of my
season.
neck. It's about to be.
Don't worry, you'll have all your
Righto.
screwdrivers back in 2 sessions.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
10th realm, I think I saw it that way. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, that way. City center.
Yep. Righto. Let's go. And you just hear the as Ali, because like anyone who has any form of just like long pole,
Ellie,
Ali
She
has me
doesn't
with
need
an
it to
umbrella for real,
walk.
for real.
she
Ellie,
doesn't need
please.
it to help her, but she just does it naturally because it feels great.
we've talked about this, not on the marble tile flooring.
Oh,
It's got a little.
self-healing.
It has a little. It's got some like
Well, yeah, with
wax
the
at
amount of
the bottom of the
explosions it
stick.
needs to be. As you
It's
all begin
fine.
to head out into the main thoroughfare, Van Zerden's an interesting city. It kind of got misplaced when a lot of political borders were being drawn up, so technically half of it sits within Mantara Thyr, and the other half sits in, well, the kingdom that was formerly known as Arvergrad. Now, the kingdom itself of Arvora, it splits it almost perfectly in two. As you're making your way out of the Lyceum, you kind of hear from behind yourself this. As you look back, as there's a large ball of fire, and you're like, oh, someone did 4 clicks to the left.
Does that happen often?
More often than you think.
Every week.
Righto.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Aurelian, they tell me you're a student? I've never seen you around.
Former student.
Oh, you graduated. Congratulations.
No, I didn't do that either.
Oh, well, it's always important to have a gap year.
I'm not returning back to the Lyceum.
I think the words
That's
dropout
unfortunate.
might be applicable here.
Oh,
I went
that's-
on to pursue greater things than the Lyceum has to offer.
I can't imagine what would be greater.
Oh,
Ali
so
just
many more
mutters
things.
to herself in primordial. Dropout.
I hear you mention it in Primordial. We've got, I'll say in Primordial back to you. There's company. We should probably stick to common tongue.
Probably, yeah. Anyway,
So what are you pursuing if not the great unknown?
Well, it's not necessarily too far off from what is conceptually known as the Great Unknown. I am pursuing a rich history to be retold and retold amongst generations.
Oh yes, we've got archaeologists and treasure hunters as well. I'm surprised that didn't draw you.
Well, I dabbled in a little bit, but there's not quite as much glory in archaeology and treasure hunting as there is to be the greatest storyteller in Venseridon.
I appreciate your ambition.
No, I am the greatest storyteller in all of Venseridon.
I'm mentioning this. No, so okay. Uh, right, and have you got published works?
All
I'm
sorts.
a bit of an archivist and a librarian myself. Is this something I would have heard of?
Perhaps. I'm not sure my works have been submitted to archival purposes quite just yet.
Oh,
But-
I'm up to date with modern reading as well.
Oh, well. I'm sure you've heard of Vienna the Great.
Des?
Roll me a percentile.
Oh yeah.
let's see if you've heard the beat poem.
Also, Vinny, can you just
Uh,
confirm send me a mess? I think I know what this is, but I just need to be confirmed.
That is an 8.
An 8?
Oh,
No, you
no.
haven't.
Wonderful. Is there anything else?
Or perhaps you have heard of the sad tale and tragedy of. I'm sorry. It was just making me emotional remembering it. Even it was a very dark time when I wrote that one.
Well, do you have copies of your writings? I'm a bit of a reader myself. I'd love to have a peruse if you've got a copy, and one straight from the source is excellent.
Oh, absolutely. We can go to the nearest bookstore, and I'll convince them to lend you a copy.
I know every bookstore in Venseridon. Sure, perhaps when we're not on the clock, so to speak.
So, as you wind your way through the streets, the 10th realm itself, it's perhaps for some of you extravagant, for some of you, well, maybe less so. It's a tavern of, well, the locals would say almost legendary repute. It's got vibrant atmosphere and, well, a bit of a boisterous exterior. There's a certain sound of laughter, music, kind of dulled by the recent events, but there's inside still pretty cozy. Wooden beams overhead. The walls seem to be adorned with various memorabilia, like a sword here, a broken shield there, the scraps of a book that seems to be burned long ago. It's very much so clearly this is like the display shelf of previous adventures. As you guys get in, the owner of the 10th realm sells a half-elven woman, still wearing partial leather armor, but very much so more plain at the side, kind of idling behind the counter. Definitely not anything. She doesn't seem to be super active. Perhaps a smidge hungover, not super aware of her surroundings, but she's got long blonde hair, kind of pulled back into a braid right now. Bright blue eyes. She kind of sees you walk in. She goes, "Another," and she kind of cracks her back and stands up. All right, hello, welcome to Sounds Realm.
How are we?
I'm not bad. Tired a little bit anyway.
Fair enough.
I
Fair enough.
assume
Nice to
by
meet
the
you.
look of purpose you come here with, you're not just looking for a drink.
I
No.
certainly am.
It's my type of woman. Give me 5 copper and give you a nice jug of something poor. Or give me
Sounds
1
good to
silver and
me.
I'll give you a glass of something good.
Ali tosses over. Let's go 2 silver. 1 for a tip.
She's gonna catch it. She's very deft, very nimble. And you see she's like, there's this large, like, sitting just kind of smack bang in the center, like on the wall beside the kind of bar area. And she goes, "Well, not you then." And she's like this much smaller cask, and she pours this like almost like dark tinted, very much so like, you know, specially crafted ale.
Grabs it.
Ale with purpose.
Ale that's made for enjoyment, not for efficiency. That's
Oh.
just the fermentation barrel up there. We don't know what comes out of it.
Oh.
I would gently move the little fox face to this transaction that is happening. See? Money. You pay for something and you get something back. You've got to do that exchange.
This
It should like
gold-
pop out so that she can talk back, and she's just like, "Okay, but like I don't understand. Like why are these? What I don't like? They're so small. They're not worth anything. You can't do anything with them. So why do they matter so much?
It's the value we put into them. We put
It's
value
intrinsic.
into them.
They're quite
No,
literally
it's-
precious metals.
But like you can't do anything with it. You can't eat it if you're starving. Like it doesn't. I don't get it. Like all it's gonna do if you're dying, it's just gonna weigh you down.
But if you're in a place where there is commerce and trade, you need something uniform, I suppose. Something
Why?
that everybody has access to so that you can trade it.
Well,
So
clearly
that-
not everybody has access to it because you have people who don't even can't even live anywhere where they can stay out of the rain.
And that's how they get you.
I'll turn to
That's-
Narasim. It's really nice to watch this conversation happening from the outside. It's been 20 times, and I've tried every angle. She just still doesn't get it.
I'm glad
Aurelian
it's
is
not
gonna
me.
Aurelian's gonna kneel down a little bit towards Rhea and go, "Rhea, these coins, they represent a promise that is made by the government
What's
for
a
us.
government?
Oh god,
Not
this one
not
again.
important. Not important right now.
Yes, it is. If somebody's making a promise, it's good to know who they are. You have to know if you can
who
trust
are very
them.
it's people who are very powerful
That's
that we
fair.
don't really care about very often.
Then why do you care about the money that they give you?
You see, they want us to care about this money that they give us.
Well, obviously you care about it because everyone carries so much around with it. I mean, look at how much everyone got excited to do this job because you're going to get a whole bunch of the money stuff.
It is a materialistic item that keeps us completely occupied and within the grasp of the government itself.
But I
Not
thought you
always
just
the
said that you
government.
want to
Some
like
people
the
make their own
government.
money.
Oh, you can make your own. Wait, that's fun. It sounds like a hobby. I can make my own
I mean, yeah.
baskets.
That
Is
is a
your
good
friend
skill.
slow?
I think so.
She's
We just met, but maybe.
Rhea.
Yeah.
No, she's very, very quick-witted. She's just not from around here.
Where is
enough.
she from?
While this
From around.
Do you have
conversation
a
is going,
map?
while the
She
conversation
kind
is
of
still going
points
on,
to a large
Aurelian's
map of
going.
Kent that's just on the wall.
She
Aurelian's
goes
still
over to the
going,
wall and
yeah.
she points to like very deep in the wood. About
She
here.
kind of walks over,
Oh.
points straight to you, Dad. They trade right there.
Yeah, they do.
They
but
have
they
a
It's like a
government.
centimeter.
They trade stuff. They
Are
don't
you
do your stupid. No.
Hey,
Also, I've only ever been there one time. I went down this way, and she like points around to like to the opposite direction of you, Dove. I was told not to go super close to there because apparently they're and she just starts going off of this whole like big long rant that Paparelli and Granny would tell her, like, don't wander into Una, blah 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 blah, because it's strangers and all this other shit.
My tavern's
Also, the Fae
doomed.
would scare them.
This is what
Sounds like a very closed upbringing.
No, she does bring up a point. The aristocracy in Eundel is definitely a crime.
Don't they have a council of elders, not an
Quite literally, I've been there a few times.
I've heard good things.
They don't use their stupid money stuff. I just don't understand why it's so important. It seems stupid.
I mean, they quite literally do. Back in about 300 and something New Dawn, there was a group of adventurers in Lavoka that established trade with Yundav.
Yeah. I thought that Granny
I'm
told me that they
fucking
traded
doomed.
stuff.
I'm fucking doomed. Anyway, she turns to Sam. I recognize a Nahajad when I see one. Hello, Sir Knight. Room and board is yours if you so wish it. Please save my tavern.
Thank you. I
We
am
intend to.
curious how
Please tell me you know
met-
what money is. Please.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
Outlier.
How have you come across one of my kind before?
I'll be honest, it wasn't exactly in positive light. But
I wouldn't think so.
back when the band was back together, we were she kind of points to this kind of collection of like seemingly burnt scrolls now. We wiggled a deal, let's say.
Oh. Right.
And
I see how
Wiggled.
this is going.
Best word to use around a deal. Wiggled.
then we honored our end perfectly technically by Nahajad standards at the end.
But not every party was happy, I'm picking up.
That regent has since been killed, I'm told, so I'm fine.
Yes. There were
But I say this with as much
changes.
due respect as I can for everyone. He gets a free room, but if you're all staying here, I will need payment.
That's
Oh, I-
completely fair.
Rhea and I are staying at the Lyceum. I have a room and
Thank
Rhea
God.
crashes on the floor.
Fair enough.
And you're you're Vikram's boy, aren't you?
Indeed.
Nice. I'm sorry about everything that happened over there.
He's been better.
Has
That's
That's
for
the
sure.
second time someone said that. Is everything okay with your family?
His dad runs something.
I think it's very hard to say if anything's ever been all right with my family, but I appreciate your concern.
Yeah, that's a mood.
Or is your family like his family? And I like just hawk a thumb back at Leo.
Oh, we're not dissimilar.
Oh, so they're also shit. Got it.
One of them is particularly, yes.
I'm sorry. That sounds like not fun.
It's how you grow up.
I was
But
going to
regardless-
send this to the arena, and she takes out this small little kind of basket from under the table, the kind of bar area. She has this like small little leather bag. She just hands it to you. I did a roundup of everyone here that's fought in the arena to see if we can help.
That's very kind of you.
I've gotten my fair share of bruises around there, so
And your fights are rather interesting.
it's been a while, but it's not been bad. And I won't hold it against you for, well, supporting local competition. God knows I was enthralled by her once. God knows.
Well, I think that just speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Leo, people really like to speak around things here, don't they?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
mystique, I think.
We do.
Got it.
Right, well, look
But-
around. Talk to the patrons if you want. If you need drinks or food, I'm here. Awake as I will be. I'm sure you won't be the last group that wanders through today.
To the
Yeah.
task at hand, is there anything we need to know? I mean, you're closer to it than anyone.
Unfortunately. Cities connected wells and cisterns. We have a well out the back, obviously, for patrons. About a week or so ago. 1 second, I think my phone is buzzing.
Oh no.
Answering Thorkin's
Ellie has-
question, Storm Genasi? For Nate?
Me?
Hmm.
No. But close.
No.
Not at all.
Des.
No, I
Light-
already.
Des.
Oh, Des is
You're upside down.
Hang on a
When did
minute.
you get here?
Des, give me your best g'day.
We can't hear you.
Oh, we've lost the
Muted?
microphone.
You haven't. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to fix this. I just started giggling.
Oh
Just
no.
learned spider climb.
I just really went, woo! just did a loop.
Around the world.
But, well, things, about a week ago, a lot of people like to go to the well when they need a bit of fresh air. Privacy, conversations, and, well, someone kind of fell in. Thankfully, they were, she kind of calls out to one of the patrons. She goes, who's the first one to fall in, Ori? And the guy kind of looks up. He looks like he probably spends the majority of his life in this tavern. As he kind of looks up, he goes,
My man.
oh, hello. I think the first one that actually took the topple in was Ophelia.
Where did she end up?
She said it was Vitrisium, but she just bounced herself back.
Wait, as in
Well, that's
Blackwell,
I might have-
professor at the Lyceum.
yeah, like the professor.
Yeah, I think that's how they found out about
Huh.
it. But, well, then a
Right.
couple of the guys, we decided to just, throw ourselves into the well. A few drinks in, sounded fun. A trip to the Feywild. Did not go as well. Yeah.
I've heard tales. Okay.
Well, you see, your word, he ended up in, what's that place? Dreamy place. What's that called? Zothel. Zothel? Yeah, Zothel.
Mm.
I have no idea.
Tiernan ended up in Principal. Thankfully, they were kind enough to banish him back. No one would keep him if they had to. Myself, well,
it seems like a
things got
reasonable source.
messy. Ended up in Zarkoved. Couple demons. Made a pact to get back here. They want my firstborn child. Joke's on them. Got the snip. Jokes.
Right.
Do I know about all these other realms? Was that a part of my Paparelli education?
Planetary names probably not as much.
Okay.
But like,
Got
if you were to hear like the demons, there's a demon realm, there's a fairy realm,
Mhm.
like the names,
Okay.
no. But the what they are when he says like Land of Dreams, you know that.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So that kind of yeah, things got a lot less entertaining after that. That's when the guards came, the Lawmaster and like shut it down. Worked with the Lyceum, get a reward up, and well, yeah, that's. Got
Do you
people
think
come.
I'm through?
Not yet.
Okay. Is Arinthra being as open as she can with this?
This is the
Like,
Ori
there
guy that she
anything
reached out to. She's
Oh,
kind of
is this
just leaning
Ori?
out the
Okay.
counter. She's tired. Just
Cool.
like,
Are they giving us like all the information? Do
roll
I
me an
feel?
insight check?
Uh-huh. That is a 19. 14 plus 5.
They're probably giving as much as they can remember.
Cool. Nice. Right. Hmm.
Should we check out the well?
Yeah, have you noticed that it's just people who fall in, or is it starting to get bigger, or...
It started was kind of just, the well itself go in. Now it's like, I don't know if you check apparently with the way, I don't know magic that well. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's
fair.
it's a bubble around it that was kind of. You know when you have like a soft-boiled egg, you leave it in that one of the little standy things so you can dip your toast into it?
Yeah, of course.
It's like the egg is spilling over.
Okay.
Good.
It would have been smarter
Okay.
to say the well was overflowing.
That
Yeah.
would be more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well was overflowing.
The net's getting a bit wider. Okay.
All right, that makes sense. Well, overflowing.
Or egg analogy.
Concerning. Righto.
Maybe the egg
I
is
like
better
the
because it is
egg.
more up. So.
I do like the egg analogy a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, there's someone who appreciates words.
Fancy.
Well, it's like
All
when
right,
you
we
have,
get it.
it's like when you have a poached egg, and you just cut a little too low.
All right. Right. Enough about eggs. I'm going to go check out the well.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Oh, while they go take a look at that, has anybody else come by? Or is it just us?
Rinthra kind of sits there. She kind of rubs her eyes. You're the third group that's come by.
Has anybody jumped in yet?
Hey, Nicky Nerd's out raiding with a party at 23. Welcome on in. How the hell are you?
Hello.
Hey.
Good to have you
Hello,
here.
Nikki. How are you doing?
Great time to join us. We just started a new campaign. We're on episode 1. How was you just chatting? Hope it went
Yeah.
well.
I believe
Perfect.
they were doing some co-working stuff.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Fancy, fancy.
You know, it's the good old Pomodoro, the good old getting productivity done with the rest of the community. Someone
Nice.
perhaps breaking the timeline over and over again.
The usual. The usual.
The usual.
But as you said, she kind of thinks. No, apparently a lot of people come through being so far told by Kaelstrom not to go in until they're ready. So I'd recommend stopping by some armors, whatever you need for that side of things. But no one's gone in yet. People are getting ready to go in. Some people have talked to people. There was one group, the second one that came through. They seemed quite keen.
How do you get back out?
Of the well? But giving
Yes.
people a
How
thing
have
for
you
that.
guys? Yes, no, I know that, but how have people who have fallen in gotten back out?
Have they?
Well, Oris got out by making a deal. Ophelia teleported herself out.
There was like a big group
Yoward.
of guys.
Most of the people that have gone in are kind of the type of people that would know how to get out. A lot of us in here are kind of, well, we're past our
Seasoned?
coolest years, but portals and stuff is, it's not really. When you've been in one, you've been in a few. No, you
Maybe
normally
I
that's
hope
true.
not.
Fair enough.
I mean, portal's nothing to be afraid of unless it sends you somewhere bad. I haven't gone to look in myself because, well, I have a tavern to run.
That makes
Priorities.
sense.
The one I was in, I don't know. I don't think it went
Well, this
to a
isn't like the
world.
big ball of fire that opened up above the arena. So,
What?
No, that was bad.
What?
What? Hey, tell me. I want to know about that.
I mean,
What?
ask
Oh,
them.
you
They
guys
were
have
all
seen
there.
one too?
Yeah, no, sorry. I immediately turned to Vidi. It's like,
Well, how long has it been actually?
It's been like 2 or 3 weeks. That happened kind of at the
Mhm.
end of winter, where it's just the start of spring.
Well, a couple
Because
of
you
weeks
only have
ago.
a few weeks to. I'd say it's been about a week because you have about a month to get that money together. Otherwise, your family business again, you're shut down.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So you, not a couple weeks.
Thanks
just
for
a-
revealing all the plot points, by the way.
Look, it's important for you.
To the players, not to the characters yet.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we were running business as usual over at the arena. We had a couple of title fights happening, nothing too exciting that evening. We had, a week before that, I got kidnapped, which was very exciting. And this is where these two come in. But during their initial introduction to the arena, the first title fight of the evening, everything was going fine. Nobody's gotten hurt in years. When all of a sudden, there was a very large fiery portal that opened up.
Could you describe it?
Big ball of
not
fire.
Just, yeah.
Big ball of fire. Lots
Kept
of
getting bigger.
very savage-looking creatures.
Describe the creatures.
Throwing a knowing
Small-
look at Rhea.
Ria's
Um,
doesn't. She's like 1000% like hyper focused on.
Aurelian would remember the creatures. Vidi does not, because this was a couple of weeks ago.
We'll
Yeah.
say
Actual.
what
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
And are they the same, Des?
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought a number rift.
Is that what that was?
Okay.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
I
We
Well-
had,
confused.
Well, this stupid portal opened up, killed a lot of great fighters, and unfortunately some amongst the civilians, the Watchers.
I'm so sorry.
And my idiot of a father decided to jump in. And as soon as he did, the rift closed behind him.
Yeah.
And
I'm so
then,
sorry.
of course, with glorious timing, as always, Ananak comes in with his gangly trio of mongrels and decides to fine us for opening a rift in the arena, which none of us have any capacity to do. Did not care that Vikram was not there in order to sign the paperwork. Fined us a hefty amount of gold. And now, that is why we are here.
A shakedown.
Ananak has been
Government
on
shakedown.
the
Yeah, you ran
Ananak
this.
has been on the
That's the city.
Yeah.
Kalari arena for as long as he's been in power, I suppose.
I hope your father ended up in a different portal than I went through.
What was it like on the other side?
I don't think you want to know.
I think I do,
I really don't.
and I think you're going to tell me.
Eventually. She's not ready yet.
You do see her like shaking a bit.
Hold the
All right.
hand.
It's all good.
My apologies. It's There's
It
so
won't
much I
make
don't
you
know.
Feel better.
There's a lot I don't know about this situation.
With kindness, and I appreciate your father's in there. We're getting there. If you catch my drift.
Of course. Of course.
This portal doesn't seem to be the same though. It
This
takes you
one's
to real
not.
places.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you close a portal?
Magic.
Well, yes, but there's a lot of different types of magics. There's figgly magic. There's magic that just happens.
Yeah. I'm. Allie just looks at Leo.
Yeah, there's a practical magic, arcane magic, divine magic, primal magic. There's all sorts of schools and subsidiaries. Is now the time.
Let's have a look at this portal and we can figure out what branch
Yeah,
it
I'll
is.
take you all to school afterwards.
Mira will start digging through her bag, and she'll pull out your little crystal for your For... There you go.
Such sticky
Weeks.
fingers.
Weeks, Rhea.
You should have asked for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
so for the sake of more, just let's say visualizing. How about we actually see what the 10th realm looks like?
Ooh.
Mm.
It's
Let me just-
a map.
It's not a map. It's
Oh,
a rock.
Hey, yo.
Oh, it's so nice.
That is
we
so
get the
good.
character tokens too. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
and now that we've seen the character tokens, I'm gonna direct people to, if someone wants to plug the Discord, I'm going to post the character art that XCat did for all of us in the
Nice one, Biddy.
stream topics. Now that we're able to see everybody.
I love it. New spell 5 head. The only thing that's there.
The only thing that's needed. What do you mean?
Fair. Very fair.
Where are they?
The very wonderful XCat Darkness has created our characters for us.
Yes.
Even before, the campaign had even begun, had gotten a couple of descriptions, went back and forth on some iterations with some of us.
They're so
Thank you,
beautiful. I love them.
XCat, for the
Wonderful piece of work.
character
yeah.
portraits.
Yeah.
They're
Actually
absolutely
incredible.
beautiful.
So good.
Very
I'm
cool.
going to get them. So yeah, feel free to explore. Feel free to move
Oh,
around.
dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
did all the stops
Great.
today.
Mm,
Man, Des pulling out all the stops. Let's go.
let's go.
Stream topics. These 5.
What is it? Having at the bar. Mm.
So, I'm just push that in by 2. So,
I'm going to sit down at a near table and pull out a very fine but a little bit worn leather-bound book, open it up, and start to pull out small clockwork and mechanical components to create some sort of small lens with a magnet on the back. Ria's seen this a billion times, and as I'm building it, I'm almost muttering to myself, the Joaquin seems almost redundant these days. And I start the ritual for detect magic. And while I'm doing that, I'll ask Ria, "You're right."
I'm okay. I just
No, hands off. I'm working. Yeah, play with, and I'll conjure a small duck that just bounces on the table. Here.
your ducks don't act like real ducks. She'll like go and bop up on the beak.
There it goes. Are you all right?
I'm not the one who's stuck in the portal.
Yeah. I know. Just checking.
Thank you. It could be much worse. It could be better.
Stay close, okay?
Yeah, let's try not to fall in until we know how to close it.
Yeah, this time.
I think at this point, maybe like Aurelian and the other two have kind of like trioed off a little bit,
yeah.
just to like
So,
recap, because we haven't had like a moment to like sit down and like talk again.
go for it.
So it's happened once before, at the very least.
Yeah, that's strange.
What do you make of
Surely
it?
not a
There isn't.
coincidence, surely.
Well, I mean, if there's not very much we know about our new compatriots, but at first glance, there isn't any correlation between a very small transforming fox from not the city and the middle of the Kalaria arena.
Hmm.
So, hypothetically, could be random.
Could be.
Could be random, but if it's happened twice, I wouldn't put my money on it.
Perhaps there's
Yeah,
something that we
sounds-
don't understand here, but
More likely.
Strings of fate tying us together.
if it has
Curious.
happened at least twice, then the possibility of it having happened in other areas, perhaps, is much higher.
Mhm.
And if she went through and was able to get back,
Then there's a good chance that, knowing
There's
Vikram,
definitely hope.
he would be able to. Have you had anyone try to message him?
no. I don't have the capabilities, and hiring someone to do so that is going to cut into the funds that we are saving. And
Very
speaking
true.
of which, Arlene's going to open up
It's
a little
true.
pouch and see how much was donated for the cause.
Again, a scrap of gold, maybe like 2 platinum, a decent chunk of silver. Kind of pouring it out, taking to count it out. At 111 gold.
Respectable. Okay,
This is
it's alright.
a lot more than I was expecting. I guess I'm going to have to write that book on Arenthra after all, won't I?
You will,
Useful,
will.
though. Useful.
very much. Don't worry.
All right.
We'll do whatever it takes, however we can, to get your father back.
What do you take of Tinker Tot and his pet?
Well,
Tinker Tot.
I think he's quite fresh. I'm not sure how much he's seen in the way of combat. Looks like a stiff breeze may blow him over, but
I'm curious to
Hmm.
see what he can do beyond tricks.
beyond
I'm
making
sure he has-
animals that don't look like animals, frowning at the duck.
I'm sure
Yes,
there
he-
is much we haven't seen that he is choosing to keep hidden
Well, he certainly
or
needs
not
to.
display.
He certainly needs to work on his puppetry of illusion magic. That is for sure. But if he is a Van Horn, then he is going to be
Yeah.
very, very.
Tell me more about this Van Horn. This is not something that I am aware of. This family.
Yeah, what would we know, Des?
So you would know that they are a very prominent political family up in Arvora, specifically denoted for their private collection of both arcane oddities and artifacts of historical importance. I think I'm getting that correct. And they've had various ventures in logging and forestry, specifically trying to harvest parts of coal iron from the wood to varying level of success, which is a lucrative business for people that can manage that.
Curious.
Hmm.
Sounds like a useful family to know.
Yes,
Does.
well, there are plenty of other rumors flying around.
No.
Hmm.
Any that we should be wary of?
Hmm.
Well, they do logging in the woad. It's
Well, you know, like how all other families go. There's plenty of question as to where they actually get their money from, whether or not it is legitimate. And of course, deforestation. Always terrible.
more so
No,
when it's the woad.
Risky. I more respect the ambition behind that. Taking trees from the road is not for the faint-hearted.
Definitely.
Speaking
not an
of
intelligent
woad.
decision.
She is
I've never
odd
met a
one.
Wodkin before.
I have met those that are more civilized from within the world, briefly, but not someone from as deep.
I've never
It
set
is-
foot in there.
She is a curious.
Based on your combat assessment, Narasam, do you think she'll be able to fend for herself?
I have no idea. The way that she described her capabilities was vague at best.
Mm.
But I am curious. And I have heard much of what beings that lurk deep within the world can do, so I am intrigued to see what she can do.
I'm concerned if we come into contact with one of these ember rifts again, what her reaction will be. She seems incredibly shaken by her experiences with it. Something to keep an eye on.
Allie, she's taken a liking to you and your hair. At the very least,
Yeah.
there's some sort of connection.
Yeah, it sure is. It
In the
sure
event of emergency, Narasan, you stay with me.
All right.
Allie.
Hmm.
If she freezes.
I'll help her. My I can be fairly inspirational when I need to be. I'm good at snapping people out of things. We'll be right. We'll be fine. And
I
you
think-
guys, you see a newfound confidence over Ali as I suppose Narasan would notice that she's been spending a fair amount of time each night and each morning poring over her collection of notes and scraps of paper and stuff.
So you were writing? Valley.
No, not writing. It's information, theories, studies on my particular skill set. It's fragments of information that I sometimes struggle to comprehend, but I'm getting there.
Well, at the very least, you know the word theory, so you're halfway there.
Yeah.
I think this
Alright.
entire time we're having this conversation, Aurelian is just kind of looking at Rhea and Leo and seeing how the progress on the tinkering is going.
You hear a crack and a click, and you see he's created a what looks to be a telescopic, a very small spyglass, and got it. I squish it together, and it turns into a very brass, multi-ringed lens. I brush my hair back, and I put it near the silver band circlet, and it magnetically snaps into place, and it starts to pulse and glow. All right, I'm ready. Sorry about the delay.
That's
Shall we-
fucking sick.
Head to the
Let's go have a look.
portal now.
Let's go have a look.
After you, Van Horn.
Thanks for waiting. Leo, please. And I'll head out towards the back. And
By the way, when you're heading
Take a-
out, can you give me a history check, by the way, Leo?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
history. Yeah. 15 plus 6 is 21.
No, we're good. Don't worry
Nice.
about it.
Cool.
So, as you all begin to make your way out the back, please, there's no back door, so exit the tavern via the front door and make your way around.
Dun, 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 dun,
Understandable.
dun.
Oh man, this is hard to do on trackpad.
Feel free to get
I
here.
bet.
Here, Leo, I'll move you. You're doing enough.
Thank you.
The well's at the back, okay.
Yeah,
What's the
well,
black circle around us? Is that our dark vision? Like there's
yes.
a slightly grayed circle?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
your.
that's
That's
pretty-
the range
50
of
feet
your
of bright
vision.
light.
That's
Oh,
pretty cool.
interesting.
That's very cool.
Mine's only
Oh, yeah.
set to
Uh,
50, to 10, 15 feet.
Well, you're blind, so-
that should- I don't think it is.
True.
It might be a mistake on your sheet. No, yours is set to 60. That's an you 15.
in-
That's your emitting
in terms
light
of the-
yourself. There we are. That should fix it.
Oh,
right,
I
that's
see.
that's the circle then. That's the circle.
So, let's get this more zoomed in for
Yeah, that's good.
people.
Is this the
Cool.
well? Oh, no, there's the
No,
well. Sorry.
Yeah,
the well's
well's
at
here.
the back.
Oh, I didn't know what this little yellow circle
Oh.
was.
That's okay. I think
I've
it's
got
like a
this.
brazier
I've got
or
that
something.
same problem, Des.
That's the chimney. I think
Well, we
Des,
call
I've got
this
that
a
same,
well.
light.
This is where people in the city get their fresh water from.
that is why
I
that's
know what a
doing it on
well is.
your sheet. That's okay.
I'm just making sure
There
we're
we
all
go,
on the same
thank you.
page.
So, as you get
As
around,
we get close,
yeah. First of all, inside, a lot of shit pings your vision inside. As you get to the well itself, it's definitely some form of magic. You're not sure exactly what it is, but Nar Sam, when you're looking at the well, the way magic wraps around everything, you can kind of see like almost like an outline of most things. But basically, whatever it is in this well, magic is being drawn inside the well like a gravity well itself.
It
Ria's
is.
the first thing she does is pick up a small pebble. She tosses it at the well.
Can you roll me a D100?
Great.
Ali is standing with Rhea.
87.
87. Okay.
Just in case.
Does it do the same thing as the last portal she saw?
No.
Okay. It's a different kind of portal.
It is strange with my vision. It is magic is flowing into it, is being siphoned by it almost like it
Water
is sucking.
down the drain.
Similar to that, yes.
That's
that
not
sort of
good, is it?
headlamp on. Kind of just. Can I detect where
As you
the
get within, how close are you
bubble
getting?
or the event horizon? Well, within 30 feet to start, and
Okay.
then probably closer as.
When you get to about 20 feet, which be one more square, it'll force a con save for concentration.
Sure. Do I discern anything before I get that close?
Not yet. Might have to be a bit closer, but let's do that con save first.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it. All right. Character sheets. That one. Oh, that's not bad. 20.
20. You keep it up.
All right.
What do I detect?
It's definitely some form of enchantment.
Enchantment.
Definitely some form of enchantment.
Specifically the school enchantment, or as in an
More as in
imbuing of
someone
the
has
space?
made this happen.
Yeah, conjuration sort of thing.
An enchantment
is
more like
cool.
an enchanted object, more so than the enchantment spell.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and imbuing. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Sorry,
That's okay.
I pressed the wrong button.
That's
Although
okay.
actually, that's
And
not a
comes
bad
out.
idea. And I'll
That's what I was thinking.
you'll see a clump of dirt lift up next to Leo, and I'll try and scatter it without touching it, just looking.
To see where
On a
the limits of it are.
Yeah, on a scatter sand and see what it
It
does.
is currently seeming
sand.
to take pretty much this.
All right. Cool.
A barrier of some kind?
Kind of catches and it gets. Whoop. But there's no visualizer, which is very odd for portals. There's no visualizer that anything is up with as well.
Is there any weird, like, smells or anything, or any just like anything that's off about being near this well?
Perception check.
While that's happening, I'm gonna reach behind my backpack and pop it down.
Not again.
That's a 7.
7. You can't really feel anything that's throwing a sense in one way or the other.
Leo.
Hold the rabbit out. I need to know what's going on in there. I'll try and get you back when I can. But we have to know. You're gonna be alright.
Rhea like crosses her arm and looks very frustrated at Leo.
Did you
doing
say
that rabbit thing of like the hyperventilating? Just
Did you say not again?
Yes.
Rhea, can you keep an eye on Leo?
This is the 8th pop
No,
we've
no, I'm
had
gonna-
in 3 sessions. It's awful. Someone call PETA.
It's not a real animal. It's fine. I'm about to go in. And
I'll grab
my,
his arm.
My eyes go into Puppet. My eyes roll back, and they start to go milky as Puppet runs. And I'm going to take the rabbit into the portal.
Hey.
What do I see as I approach it?
that's weird.
That's probably one of the most unusual things. As you get close, you don't. It's just a well. Until it's not anymore. Until you feel like there's this almost like this sickly sweet aroma. It's intoxicating. Roll me a wisdom save as Leo.
Puppet with as Leo, yeah. And I'm relaying this vocally to everyone else.
Yeah. And I'm
Wisdom
like hooked
save.
elbows with Leo.
Yeah. All right.
Ali is standing ready as shit's getting vaguely real.
That's
Should we
10.
have
10.
Should we have tied a
Leo,
rope
you
around him?
feel a incomprehensible desire to walk towards the well.
I start pulling him. I'm like, hey, I'm not strong. Help me.
All right, here we go.
Am I conscious of this desire? Leo's mind is generally pretty organized.
It's almost like a compulsion.
Ali just
will-
goes and wraps an arm around like the
Give me
torso
a
and just
athletics
pins you.
versus contested, because Leo, all that's going through your mind right now is, I gotta go
Get in the
there.
portal. Get in the portal.
You gotta get in the portal. Like, something's
All right. Is it
All right.
contested athletics or acrobatics kind of thing?
yeah, it is.
I'm
Alright,
going to
it'll be
use Adept Moment.
Okay.
So when I've got a skill check with a skill I have proficiency in, I can spend a focus point to add a d4 to the result.
11.
Cool. I beat
Athletics,
that with
acrobatics.
a 16.
Okay. So Leo is held still,
I've
and
got
as
you.
you see now, going through, things get. I have to roll something else.
about the
now,
rabbit?
Actually. It's done what
And
Nate
you watch
wants
as,
to
like-
do for quite some time. It appears to have gone into a cirrus. As you feel yourself gets pulled through. Specifically. Let me put up my Cirrus.
Decision would cut.
As the rabbit goes through, is there any visual effect that occurs?
Kind of goes down into the well, and it's there 1 second and it's gone the next. But for Narsam, as you see everything kind of getting pulled into one place, you see basically the strings of magic that make up this familiar getting unwoven.
Places
For
back
the
out of
briefest moment in Osiris, all there is frigid cold, and then poof, gone.
I've got to get in there. Unhand me. I've got to go.
No.
No, you don't. You're good here.
You're
Muted.
muted.
Muted?
You muted, Jen.
You're muted.
Sorry.
We understood that
She'll
bit.
she'll grab Leo and smack both sides of his face and make him turn. She goes, no. They just stare at him.
Oh, what? Does that snap me out of it, or do I still have that compulsion, Des?
I'd say now that your connection to the aroma and the scent that's kind of drawing you in is gone, you're fine now.
You do not want to
What?
go into a Cirrus unprepared.
No, Cirrus Town's terrible. I don't think I ever want to go there.
I'll make a note of
Nathan
that. Fine,
does.
fuck me.
Hey. That's Leo, not Nathan.
Ali
Yeah, that's
makes
it. We
makes
can't take
eye
that.
contact. Makes eye contact with like a proper focus on Leo and just, you okay?
Yeah,
You with us?
No, I'm good. I'll take a couple of steps away from the portal.
Yeah, I'll unhand him.
You
and...
need- Okay, I'll try and call Poppet back.
You will need to cast Find Familiar again.
Yep. Shit.
You could pop it again.
Yeah.
And the first death of the campaign goes to Prophet.
It won't be the
My
last
money
time.
wasn't on that.
So, oh god. Yeah.
So-
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
You're right.
When you get close to that thing, you want to get in that portal. It is a compulsion. It is a need, like suffocating, and that is oxygen.
Does it sound like a charm type effect, Des?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Just because one of my abilities does mention charmed. So I'm just curious.
Thankfully, since
Arcana check,
anyone
yeah,
that's elvish is
that's-
more genasi, which overrides that bullshit. Can't be charmed.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, no, that's a 5.
I mean, yeah,
Sounds
like
charming.
it sounds charming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Interesting. Okay.
Well, if it's going into a Cirrus, I'll pull out a small wand from my back pocket. And the wand is about a foot long, maybe a little bit longer. You can see small geometric carvings past the handle. Everything is geometry and sigils in straight lines and arcs and angles. I'll cast Firebolt at it, just to send the magic down into it. See what it does to something that doesn't have mass.
Roll me a D100.
Yeah. Three.
3. You
Three.
feel a certain ripple as you feel something erupt in a blinding light from where you're at right now. For all of you for a second, bar Sam, really get just blinded but for a second. And then as vision comes to, you see creatures looking like they come from each different sort of realm of existence get pulled forth back from the portal. Something from Everillion, something from Zarkorved, something from Vitrizion, and they look angry. Can everybody roll me initiative, please?
Oh no.
Oh shit.
What have you done?
Sorry, guys.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Don't apologize. This is
What have
fun.
you done?
Okay, that's
I
a
found the combat, guys. I found it.
That's a
rolled-
beginning.
Oh, that is terrible for me. But
I need to change
Oh, I
that
should
because that's
roll.
actually a 19 point.
Digital me.
Hot
There we
dog,
go.
I'll take that.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh.
thankfully, it
0.
doesn't work. My actual was a 2. It's not any better,
Nice.
but still.
Aurelian has so much dex. Holy shit.
Why do you have -1 initiative?
Negative
So-
dex.
Oh no, because
Dexterity.
you add half your proficiency, don't you, to
So-
because Jack of all trades.
As this is all happening in descending order,
These.
Leo, adrenaline kicks in.
Oh shit. Alright, what do we got here? Zoom in.
I
Come
do
on,
not-
touchpad, you can do it. Sorry, I'm fighting a Mac
I-
at the moment.
I don't like that. That image is terrifying.
Yeah.
So
not-
much teeth. Yeah.
It's not really what you want to see.
Well, I don't like this thing here that is really close to Rhea and really close to.
I think I have something
the-
fun for the start of this. Yeah, and when you start your turn right where you're standing, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Sure. 17.
Okay, you're okay.
Sweet. So I'm going to take out a small little vial out of my pocket, and I'm going to throw it. The vial seems like it's filled with a black powder. I'm going to throw it right on top of this guy, and I'm going to cast Grease as the beaker. The vial explodes on the ground, and the powder starts to bubble as it's exposed to the air,
You
and
this guy?
explodes into this blast of grease. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
Hot.
Reese, that does deck save, I believe.
Oh, yep. The deck save of fall prone. It is 10-foot square, centered on that point,
Was I gonna get a
and that range is difficult terrain.
10-foot square? Was I gonna?
Yeah, isn't it like if you dash on the grease, then you fall prone automatically or something?
I'm not sure if that's a
I think
Baldur's
so.
Gate thing or if that's just a regular thing.
No, that's a Baldur's Gate thing. That's
deck
not
save?
part of
My bad.
Yep.
He succeeds.
DC 14. Yeah.
Yeah, he succeeds.
Dang.
Any movement,
Great.
Any bonus action?
No bonus action. Oh yeah, bonus action. The wind is going to whip around Leo and then I'm going to push the entire wind against this strange goat thing as I do a telekinetic shove. But now I need to figure out how to do that on Roll20. Too much stuff to do. New character, who dis, guys? Sorry.
Welcome back
You
to
good?
D&D.
At least we're low level now and we don't have like 50,000 things we can do.
Strength save on random goat thing. DC 14.
Success.
Can I?
Doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that it was gonna be a success. Can I use Sorrowful Fleet?
What's that do?
When me or an ally forces a creature to make a saving throw, I can expend one of my bardic inspirations to make it a charisma save instead.
I can change it to a charisma save. That'll change the modifier on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
You said DC 14.
Mm-hmm.
Still a success.
Ah.
Closer though, much closer. So, any movement?
Yeah, I'm going to run away, and I'll take the hit.
Okay. 18.
Shield.
Shield.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice, nice, nice.
As you run, this creature, first time you recognize this is a demon of Zarkorvad. These things are vicious and feral, and it is just darting straight across on its turn, and it is going to attack out at Rhea.
Fuck. Mistakes were made.
It's alright. I've got a.
Ooh. 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Yeah.
Shield don't have nothing on that.
Okay, that is 8 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay. 13. Oh wait, I forgot. I've got really good con.
Yeah.
Sauce gonna sauce.
19.
19.
Mhm.
No effect on that then. Perfect. So, Ali, start of your turn. Can you roll me a con saving throw?
Yep. That's a nat 1, baby.
Nat 1, you will take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Cool. That's it.
That's it. Your turn.
Awesome. You guys see as there's like a brief look of panic as she starts to see these creatures appear. That is followed by an overwhelming, just focus, deep breath. Ali feels her heartbeat just slow a little bit, and she sees Leo, Rhea, and Aurelian. And as a bonus action, she will call out, "It's alright, stand strong. We have this. Just do what you do best." And I'm going to use Inspiring Call. So those three that I mentioned will get a D10 plus my proficiency bonus of temp HP.
Ooh,
Which
that's good.
is-
That's the right amount.
Nice.
That is 5 temp HP. The temp HP lasts for a minute. While you have the temp HP, you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Nice.
So that's
Very
2
cool.
focus points.
Ali's a gamer.
So
Very
inspired.
Ellie is a
Um,
gamer.
And Ali will spin her glaive around, and you hear a vibrating as it slices through the air, as she will make one attack against Goat Man.
Man, you're in range.
And with the big glaive. Okay, that is a 17 plus 6, so
Hits.
I hope to God that hits.
No,
Do
it
I want
doesn't.
to? No, I won't do that. So just a normal attack. That is going to be 7 slashing damage to it.
7 slashing. Okay.
And I think Ali's going to step to there and just be ready to defend her allies from either point. She knows Narasum's got this shit.
Next up, the Fey creature. Looking very, just quite unhappy with everything. Is going to take a step out of the grease. Using
Lame.
double movement. And then you see it kind of arches its back, gets kind of up, and then just starts heaving into its own hands, and then is going to start throwing it at Aurelian. Using his
Oh,
bog
man.
spew ability. Can you roll me a DC
That is
11 con save,
disgusting.
please?
Come on.
It's not Christmas time.
As it
Why are
spews
you
its
so
noxic stream of bog filled
resistant?
with stomach acid.
You said 11?
11, yeah.
11.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
You would have been
I rolled
blinded
a
for
6 on the
1d4
die.
rounds. So after that, it's going to
Oh.
then, with the rest of its movement, move up here and then make a swipe at Leo for casting in its general direction. But your shield should still be up.
It is, yeah.
Wait, actually, when does shield last until? Is it the end of your turn?
Until the start. Until
To
the start
start.
of my next turn.
Yeah, it's
May
Oh
not.
wait, no, I did it.
You did it on your turn. But if it's the start of your next turn, you're
On my-
fine.
Yeah.
Let me check that. I think it might be the end. No, it's the start of my next turn. I think. Please hold.
No, it wouldn't be the end of your
I should
turn.
know this.
So should I.
Hold music.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Until the
I rolled a
start-
23 to hit.
Until the start of your next turn. Oh yeah, it hits.
So that is going to be 5 points of slashing damage. That's it. And
There
Aurelian, your
goes my
turn.
10 hit points.
Did I take any damage
alright.
from that, or was it
No,
just...
you just get splattered with this kind of mix of stomach acid and bog stench, and it just like hits across your face, but you shield your eyes in time. Basically,
Okay.
you get shat on.
Oh,
Nice.
Right in the pride.
you are going to pay for that. And he's going to snap, and he's going to cast Bane.
Bane. You can
So I
hit
need
all of them.
charisma saving throws. Yeah, charisma saving throws from all three, please.
Charisma. Do the first one up here first. That's a D12, Des. Fail. Next one. Fail.
That's to hear.
And then this one is a... I think it might be a fail. I'm going to have to pull up a sheet again. And... Oh no. Plus, not minus. Success.
Higher than a 14?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, good enough for me. So that's a D4 on all attacks and saves. And Aurelian is then going to point at Rhea and go, "And your story's just begun. You're not going to die here." And you get a bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Let's go.
I don't remember what bardic inspiration does.
Get to add
I
Inspiring.
believe it's a D6 right now. I believe. Let me double check. Hold on.
We're holding.
It's a D6 that you can add to your, let's see, bardic inspiration die. You can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Once in the next 10 minutes.
A hit or
So yeah, attack roll to hit,
Mhm.
one ability check, or a saving throw that you need to make.
Got
You can wait until after you roll a d20 before you roll the bardic inspiration if you want, but
That's nice.
before Des says you succeed or fail.
Okay, got it.
It's pretty good. It's good fun.
Mhm. Very nice. Thank you. Dude, you're giving Rhea so many mixed signals about if she likes you or not. God damn
Okay.
it.
Any movement or anything else?
That is
Yeah,
Aurelian.
that's based.
I will not risk any movement.
Okay. End of your turn, this creature from the plains of Irillion stares down Narasam, this diminutive bipedal, what we can only assume is a creature. If people are curious, I'll put it, since this isn't really like typical monster stuff, I'll put the image of what this thing, in it, all its glory, looks like in Stream Topics.
I don't need to see it any closer than
I think
this.
just,
You do.
I think
It's
just like
uncomfortable.
further away in the background, you just hear from Aurelian, "Oh, Narsam, I didn't get that one."
Oh,
I'm on it.
it's got a tail. Why has it got a tail?
Why not?
Of course it's got a tail.
You see it kind of just into a ball of shadow and reappears up on top of this building. And then while up there, it is going to shoot down. This is like, you see it pulls it like this, like strands of energy, and just shoots it down at Narasam. Which is a natural 20. Hey, my first one of the game. Let's go.
Oh no!
That's the first one of the campaign, I
Your first
think.
one of your campaign.
First of many, am I right, boys? Let's go.
Oh boy.
I feel like there might be some. Is there a crit thing for the particular bard that you are, Vidi, or no?
There's an opposite. So if
Okay,
anybody
cool, all good.
if anybody rolls a 1, let me know.
So I rolled 3 max
I
damage dice on
rolled-
that now.
Jeez.
So
I rolled a 1 on my con save.
And your con save?
The necrotic damage con save. Yeah.
So I get a bardic inspiration back then.
Oh, it was before you spent it though.
No, but I used one before for Sorrowful Fate.
Okay. You're welcome.
So, Narasam.
Thank you.
4, 8, 12. 14
Hmm,
points of
you got
force
something.
damage. And I need a con saving throw from you,
Oh.
please.
Yeah, sure thing. Let me just put that damage on 14. That seems a little excessive.
It was
Uh,
4d4 and I
con
rolled,
save.
I rolled high.
Thankfully, con save, I also rolled high. That is a 23.
Alright, you're not stunned until the end of your next turn.
Excellent.
Ouch.
Okay. Rhea.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Do a backflip.
I'm not that kind of character.
Damn.
Give it 3 sessions, we might be. Different way.
Why do you want me to die so badly?
So what do you do? Changing topics very quickly.
Thanks, appreciate it. Rhea's just gonna go, you are too close, and just push him back, but she's not actually going to be able to push him because she's not that strong. I'm just gonna do shocking grasp.
Okay.
Nice. Tase that motherfucker.
Basically, yeah.
equivalent of macing someone.
Basically. It doesn't have any metal on it, does it?
Nah,
No.
this thing is
yeah,
a
no.
goat man with a barbed tail.
That's fair.
Ooh,
that is fair.
that's cute.
As far as all the
So-
monsters you've thrown at us, Des, this is the goat.
Look, I'll put it in the
It
street
is
topics. It
indeed.
is. It's a cool little demon guy. One that I'm quite fond of, actually. I've used it many
So
times.
just D20 plus spell attack bonus, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Your friend.
Okay.
Definitely friend shape.
Okay.
18.
18 hits. Roll damage.
Nice.
And
That's
no
a D6,
reactions.
not a D8. 8.
8.
8.
He seems to be resistant, taking half as it kind of gets absorbed through.
That's okay because it failed. Or because I did the thing. Wait, yeah.
Can't take
On a hit,
reactions,
yeah.
which you can run away.
Yep, which means I can run the fuck away. So I'm gonna do that.
Nice.
50. I don't remember what Grease does, so I'm just gonna go here.
Okay. I was hoping
Yep.
you'd run through and just
Nice.
whoop, fall.
No.
Okay. Anything else?
No, don't step in that.
Nope.
Okay. Narasam.
All right. A question for you, Des. How high up is this little platform? This little wall
That
here.
building is maybe. Let me pull it up.
Oh, it's a building.
The building. That's another building. That's the rooftop of the building, just over. So that is about 30 feet up from where you are.
30 feet up. Fuck. It's a little bit higher than I was wanting it to be.
That's okay. There's other
Right.
creatures to hit down here.
True. Or I could always go for it. But we could leave that for someone else, maybe.
Throw your great sword at it. Just
No,
Throw your wizard at it.
Exactly.
Wait,
You know what? I'll leave it for people with a bit of range. I don't want to burn through my actions yet. So I am going to go across to this familiar demon over here. And
Look, Narasam had a nickel.
nickel for what this? But okay, yeah. Starting out, you know what? I'm gonna start out with something spicy. I'm gonna go for it. I want to see this work. So to start out, I am going to use my Invoke Authority Infernal Surge ability, which gives me an extra action and bonus action.
oh,
So-
you can do that too.
Yes. So to start out, no one really sees this bar Narasam, but there's just etches into the flesh of this creature, just these little sigils of the black oak. They just embed themselves in the body. As I'm going to use both of my bonus actions to apply 2 of my seals to this demon here, Des.
What is happening?
And then bringing out the greatsword, Narasam raises it and just
I mean, this
Cuts
is quite
down.
literally Narasam's job. Like,
Yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
demons.
fighting
Vidi,
demons.
you
This
remember?
is-
You remember what happened when Narasam attacked last time? Yeah.
Only that
Yeah.
one.
No, we
Creature-
don't.
No, I
so
remember.
I am going to make
everyone had
the
a good
first
time,
attack,
it's
Des.
fine.
Go for it.
And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Hits.
Cool.
Oh,
And
my
the
God.
next attack will be a 18 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. You see, as the first blade, the first strike connects, there's just an eruption of just sort of crimson mixed with sort of greenish energy that just spurts out from where the marks were on the body of this beast. And let me roll a damage here.
this guy's about to be paste.
I'm excited for
It's
this.
gonna be liquefied.
Oh. My boy. Can't count on Raph to make characters that are absolutely just disgusting.
Early level Ilvigers, man, I tell you.
Oh. He's bad.
That is 40 damage all up.
Okay.
Oh.
He gets
Level
basically
3, by the way.
just
Yeah.
bisected.
I
That'd be
dealt
enough to
8
knock
damage
me
on my
unconscious
turn.
right now.
Just cleaves straight through, just holds it there standing, and then just starts wiping the blade.
And you
the
thought
demon
paladins
blood
were
in his
busted.
robes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Rip
Awful.
Donnie.
hate your wrath. Not really.
All right, done.
Oh, so cool. Leo.
Oh, we're fighting. All right. The wand is going to stick out against the disgusting thing with the mouth that's too big. All of the geometric patterns are going to light up, and they're going to expand out of in a bright white light, expand out of the wand, and then they're going to coalesce into 4 tiny white sparks, and fire 4 magic missiles at this dude over here on the building.
Mr. Teeth.
Yeah, Mr. Teeth. Oh, that's not bad. 14 points of force damage on that dude.
So, as you hit it, you see it kind of glares down at you, just like almost these eyes just moving in not unison. And I'm sorry, you're level 3, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to use its reaction to do its reflective energy blast.
Cool. So they
So, takes
Bring
the
it.
damage, goes full in, but it gets to make an attack back at you. So, that is... I don't know if that'll hit you. Your shield is down, but a 14 might do it.
14 does not do it.
14 does not do it.
You can see that any
Yo.
reflective cast hits the coat, and because the coat is reinforced and protects against magic, Leo absorbs it and doesn't really get affected. My armor costs 15.
It's just like a swirl of the coat. It's fucking sick.
And as I kind of shield myself away from that, I'm going to try another push against the guy right in front of me. DC 14 strength save.
1.
He moves back, is it 5 or 10 feet?
At least 5.
Please hold.
Imagine that. It moves it back 1
do,
foot.
do,
It's
do,
just like,
do,
God damn it.
do.
5 feet.
5 feet, okay.
Nice.
And I'm going to run away and hide behind Narasan. Is it
Smart.
strong enough?
Sort of glances back and says,
Ali.
Alright. Ali will, after making her attack, seeing this all happen, she will take 1 step to the side so she doesn't catch Aurelian in this, because, you know, she respects people, and then continuing the swing, will go down and try and slash across the throat of this weird bog man. That's a natural 16 to hit. Do I want to add a grit to this? Nah, I won't. That is going to be 5 slashing damage.
Seems really low for you.
And it's very low. That's minimum damage for me.
Ah. do it.
And you know what? Fuck it. Those of you that are trained in fighting will notice that it doesn't seem like Ali's got enough time to make a second attack. And then her focus kicks in as I use Dragon Surge. Spending 2 focus points, I can take an additional action. So I'm going to swing again.
Marshals be marshalling.
Oh yeah.
Early level marshals, man.
Alright, that is a 13 plus. I'm rolling really well.
Okay, that'll hit.
And that's another... that's 6 damage.
6 damage, man.
I don't think it does any other damage. No. Awesome. I've got 15 foot of additional movement if I want it. I'm just going to... I'm going to close with the creature to give it a tastier option than Bardman.
Okay. It's gonna... Yeah, we'll go for it. It's gonna lash out with 2 attacks against you, 2 claws against Ali. One of
Cool.
which is
17
definitely
AC.
a hit. One is not. So,
Yep.
Ali, you will take not bad. 7 points of slashing damage as it claws into you, just kind of going full, like, just blind rage, swinging arms, cursing in it. Sylvan, if anyone speaks it, it's awful profanity. We wouldn't repeat it.
Yep. Yeah, no, Ali's just completely just in the
Ready.
zone, ready.
He's over here like.
Aurelian, seeing that the fight is happening behind him, is going to direct his attention to the creature that's up on the roof. I think I have the range for it. I do. And Aurelian is just going to point and go, and you, dive back from where you've come from. And dive is going to be the command word for command.
Oh, I like that. What type of save is that?
That's
Wisdom
great.
or charisma?
Command word
It is
die.
a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving
I mean,
throw.
there is a well in front of it, just saying.
That's the intention.
16 total.
I can't make the...
Plenty of words yet?
Not gonna get
No,
cutting
cutting
words.
is just
That's lore.
that's
Oh.
Lawbard.
Not a law bard. Yeah.
That's the superior form of bard.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not yet.
No. Aurelian's pretty superior.
God damn it. I can only use that once. No, that's all I can really do.
Okay.
Mhm.
Seeing as you can.
I will
Any
be...
movement?
I will be, after seeing that it didn't work, Aurelian's just going to point around, point to Narasama and go, go be a hero. Go take care of it. Bardic inspiration.
Okay. End of your turn?
Yes. So Bardic Inspiration 2, Narasama.
Yeah, this one's just looking down at Leo as you're the one that did the damage to it. It's just going to pull forth more of the chaotic energy it has at its disposal. That's... Nope. Not a hit. As it hits down on the ground right beside you. That's its turn. Rhea.
That's rude.
Sorry, I forgot the name of the spell. Cool. I'm going to rock up. I'm pretty sure this is the square I need to be in. Yep, cool. And I'm going to catch Witch Bolt at it.
Okay, roll to hit.
Ooh.
So
Which-
she's just
which
gonna
bolt are
like
you
kind
using?
of come like she's like running up, and then as she's running, she's just gonna like she's throwing something kind of sideways at it.
Nice.
You know, like when they like sidearm a rock. Just
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
Nice.
She's
Skip
except
it off
she's
its
just
head.
side arming a lightning bolt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit. See what you got.
I got
You
a nat 20. I did.
Yo!
So it's 2d12.
Yes.
I want to take a picture
Do
of
it.
it. It's the first one of the campaign. I'm so
Do it.
stupid. I know.
Do it. Is it baby dice or nah?
No, I don't have my baby dice with me over at Simian's house. I keep
Mhm.
forgetting to bring them. That's just a normal dice. Where's the other d12? There it is. 15 damage.
15. It looks
Not bad.
very sore.
Nice.
And it's still connected to you with the lightning bolt.
Don't worry, it's gonna
yeah.
get another one next turn.
But technically, you just
Wait,
now
it's
it's
turn.
tethered. You just recast it. It auto does the damage now.
It's a
But-
bonus action, isn't it, to activate the damage?
Is it?
Not sure off the top of
Be
my head.
I think.
Carbon
Or is that BJ? That's probably BJ still.
Turn. You can use an action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target
Yeah, so it is an action.
automatically. It doesn't say recast the spell.
No,
It just says
so it doesn't
to
use a
do
spell slot.
damage.
That's why. That's the beauty of Witch Bolt. Now it won't get the crit damage, but it just will. You're able to do 1d12 every turn now.
Got it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, but it's concentration, I believe. Anyway, Narasam.
Um, this. How injured is the dude
Very.
facing?
Everyone's very injured.
Go
Half
over to
mask
this
is
one
we're
here,
goated.
and bonus action, put another seal on this creature here. And once again, great sword out, flashing down, trying to cut through it, cleaving its way.
7.
Let's roll. Let's see if I hit though first, Des. What is that? 17?
Yeah.
Cool.
07.
07.
That's all you do. I like the idea, you know, of like the people who's like stamp train tickets, like the old school ones, like with the big ones. He just pulls out the stamp and goes, "You are now marked for
Yeah.
death."
Or the opposite direction of that. It's a proper wax seal, like ASMR
Oh.
style.
Those are so, they take so long to dry though.
Yeah, I know. That's what's funny.
23.
23. Home, he just gets another one. What if you wanted to have a low level encounter, but Narasam said no?
No, I'm him.
How about a no level encounter? Huh.
Okay. Narasam, anything else? Why speed man? I don't fucking know. What do you want to do? This is yours.
You gotta
I'm
move,
I'm
man.
gonna
Yeah.
Slowly advance.
Careful around the portal.
Slowly
Menace-
advance.
You are so
Menacingly.
Menacingly.
He's
make my
looking
way.
at me menacingly.
Just the
Leo.
T800 running at him. Leo's gonna see the thing up there. Thought I told you to die. And I'm going to cast firebolt at that thing.
Nice.
Where's my spellcasting dude? That one. Okidoki. That is a dirty 20.
Hits.
Nice.
Firebolt is a D10.
Yep.
Yeah, I know how to use spellcasters.
Proud of you.
Please hold. Come on, work your computer.
So D10 is the one with the numbers 1 through 10 on it.
Why?
0, 0,
Oh,
Oh,
0.
actually, yeah. Well, actually, it's a 0.
So
Doesn't hit.
that would be. No, I've rolled a 20 on my dice.
Oh,
I clicked that
so
by
just click the word
accident.
firebolt. Why didn't you just roll a D10? You have D10s, surely.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, so it's 8 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do it?
Hey.
Hey.
Beautiful.
There's a little spark, like a tiny flame, like an oxyacetylene torch that isn't being used. And as I flick, the flame is going to get large and like a big blob and hit it, and it's going to start just scorching part of it. And I want it to fall down and land right in front of Narasim.
As it falls through the portal into the portal.
Just onto the ground. Just asserting dominance.
Are these new characters? Yeah. New campaign. And that's where we're going to end the first session as the combat comes to a close.
We didn't
Let's
die.
Not yet.
No, we're
Not
not.
yet. But yeah, to answer your question.
Apparently,
this is-
I'm marked for death.
Yeah, 100%. No context. But that's the start of Realmhunters, first episode of Campaign 3. This is our new campaign.
Hell yeah.
We'll be live every Saturday, bar extenuating circumstance, at 10:30 p.m. GMT plus what? Subject to change with daylight savings. Join us on Discord, find out whenever we're live. We're live a lot of the time during the week. Increasingly more. But, guys, that's episode 1 of Realmhunters done.
Hell yeah.
We'll figure out what's happening in the 10th realm maybe next week, maybe the week after. Who knows how long it'll take you to figure it out. But, until then, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.